And good evening, everyone. It is Dave DeBerardinis streaming in tonight from Burlington, Vermont. Thanks for joining us on the third of the 4 modules that are going to show you how to become and build your business and become a certified business builder. So we got a lot of information to cover tonight. We got some special guests on the call that are going to share some fantastic ideas with you. So let's get started. So as you guys know, this is a 4-part training series, right, to become a certified business builder. Now, week 1, we covered how to become a certified brand partner and covered what's called your strategy review. Week 2, last week, we covered share, connect, and guide. Really a great module for how to share products, share the opportunity, how to connect with people, and really important, how to guide them through the process so they're getting the information they need to make a positive choice, right, to be part of this with Tavala. Tonight, mastering your daily, your weekly, and your monthly rhythm, as well as launching your business and impact product experiences. And then week 4, we're going to have the skill sets, and we're going to tie all of this together for you, okay? So, certified business builder, let's get clear again on exactly what that is. Number 1, become a certified brand partner first. Number 2, complete these 4 modules. Now, if you missed the first 2, I'm going to share with you in just a few minutes where you can pick those up. They're recorded, they're saved, so you can get going on that. So complete these 4 modules. This is module 3. Number 3 is share 2 samples a day for 5 days during the next 4 weeks, okay? Now, you can combine your certified brand partner certification, sharing 2 a day for 5 days, right, as part of the certified business builder too. So you don't have to do them separate, they can be concurrent, okay? And you want to be recognized as one of the first 250 people to be certified as a business builder. So first of all, congratulations to everyone who's become a certified brand partner. You can now use the designation certified brand partner. Put it on your emails, put it on your Facebook page. It means something. It means you're in the game, you're in the business. To be recognized by the company, you're going to want to go to this link. And if you don't have it, you can get it from your upline or get it off the Tavala page. But it is bit.ly/certified brand partner. And that's where you can certify and let the company know you've accomplished the steps needed to be a certified brand partner. Now, they're only going to recognize on one of their new pages on Tavala.com the first 500 globally who have reached the certified brand partner rank. So you want to make sure you get that done. In fact, so where do you find that? Here's the page. It's Tavala.com/recognition. And if you'll look down near the bottom of the page here, you'll see certified brand partner. Click on that. There's over 100 people already listed. I know there's quite a few that have not gone to that link yet. And there's that link again to make sure you tell the company that you've done the requirements. You've read through the Tavala rhythm, right? You filled out your strategy review and had that reviewed with your upline, your Palladium or higher upline, and you've done 2 samples a day for just 5 days, okay? You share 2 samples a day. So congratulations to everyone who's hit that rank and got the new certification as a brand partner. So tonight, we're going to cover part 3 of 4 parts, and we're going to cover launching your business, daily, weekly, and monthly rhythm that we have at Tavala, and then impact product experiences. Tavala's mission statement is to empower the transformation of all people on their journey through life, of all people. The field leadership's mission is to teach the skill sets required so you can transform your life with the Tavala opportunity and Tavala products. So let's talk about launching your business. Now that you've started or you've got somebody that's getting started, you want to make sure they and you get started off right, okay? So the fastest way to get momentum is to organize a meeting or a party. It can be at your house. It could be online. We do a lot of online parties, sort of like this. You can actually have your upline connect with you. And I do recommend you grab somebody from your upline support to help you support you in this and pull it off and be that that person who does have the answers, because if you're brand new, you may not have those yet, right? So this is the fastest way to get going, okay? or not organize a meeting or a party at home or online. You can do it at a Panera Bread. You can do it a lot of different places, but you want to get yourself your first launch. We recommend the first 7 days. You got the product ordered. It should be in on time before your meeting. It's usually shipped very quickly, so you have product for your meeting, but you want to get that done in your first 7 days. You want to invite your family and friends. Invite people that you know, and invite someone with more experience than you in your support team. So this meeting should last about 15 minutes or even less, okay? This is not some formal, got to put a suit on. I mean, be yourself, right? Number one, I want you to share with your guests in a minute or less why you're using Tavala products, why you started the business, and what your transformation goals are. It could be as simple as, you know, I came here, I've been looking for a way to lose weight, and I came upon this amazing product called Tavala Trim. I got into the business side of it because we're looking to, you know, make an extra 500 or 1,000 or whatever that is per month to help pay our car, pay off bills, whatever that is. Share what it is for you, okay? The last thing you really want to do is you want to share how you help or how you plan on transforming others as well. So part of the reason I'm in this is I'd love to help all my friends not only lose weight, feel great, get out of discomfort with one of our other products, but let's have some fun. So it can be less than a minute, right? And just share why you're there. Number two, share Tavala's video. It's called the Welcome to Tavala, the company overview. It's an 8-minute video presentation that talks about the product, the company, and the business. Okay, you could put it on your iPad, you could stream it on a TV. There's lots of different ways to do it, but just keep it simple, okay? Just push play. Number three, your special guest. That may be your upline support member, right? Comes out and shares their story and answers any questions for about 5 minutes. Now, we've done this over the phone. I've been in people's living rooms and I'm just on my phone, right? And they bring me out and they put their phone on the coffee table there in the living room after the video's over, and they put me on speaker, and then I hop out and talk for a couple minutes, okay? So really easy to do. It doesn't have to be high tech, right? It doesn't have to be high tech at all. Number four, at the end of your meeting, your support team member, or your special guest, will identify their interests, whether they're into the products as a customer or the business, simply by asking, hey, who's already decided to place an order? Or who'd like to get started today? Do you know if you're going to start as a customer, or have you considered making some money on the side and being a brand partner with us? Very simple. And depending on how they answer, we'll direct them what their next steps are. So real simple, your job is just to set the meeting up, get your support person in place, invite those people, and let the fun begin. Now, after you've had your meeting, you're going to want to follow up, okay? One of the best ways to follow up is with our mobile app. You can get it. If you don't have it, download it. You can go to tavalaapp.com. That's what you can do on your PC, or you can go to the Android store or the Apple store and download it on your phone. Okay, it's fabulous. It has all the videos, all the PDFs, everything you need, and you can do this business easily in the cracks of your life, right? The other way to do it, if you're not into using apps, or maybe don't have your phone with you right then, that doesn't make any sense. Everybody has their phone with them. But if you're not into using the app, you can actually cut and paste the same links and the same information off of tavala.com/daily follow-up. That is a great way just to connect with people, okay? Now, this was all in module 2 of the Tavala rhythm training, and it got into great detail on that. Now, let me share with you where to find that. You can go to tavala.com/training, and they already have the first 2 modules up. Module 1 was on the certified brand partner. Module 2 was on the share connect guide, how to share, how to follow up, and this is module 3. So easy to get to, and you want to make sure if you've missed those, either of those first 2, or you want to watch them again, the more you watch, repetition is fantastic for growth, because you want to ingrain this, not just intellectual knowledge, but enough times that it becomes part of your DNA, okay? So, but you can find it on tavala.com/training. So your launch event, you want to get your business launched. Now let's talk about the rhythm. We talk about this Tavala rhythm. I love that. So with Tavala, we have a daily rhythm, we have a weekly rhythm, and we have a monthly rhythm. And we're all used to rhythms. I mean, we all may do it differently. When we get up in the morning, some of you, the first thing is to hit the snooze button. For some of you, the first thing in your rhythm in the morning is to get up and brush your teeth. For others, it's to go right to that coffee machine and hit the button, right? What's your rhythm? And have you ever noticed if your rhythm is off, you get up and you find out the coffee machine's broken or you don't have any toothpaste, all of a sudden the day becomes really confusing, right? Because we're used to being in rhythms. And when you have a rhythm, life moves smoothly. So here at Tavala, we have the daily, the weekly, and the monthly rhythm. So I'm going to get into detail on this. And guys, this is all covered in the Tavala rhythm document, okay? So I want you to listen. You don't need to be taking furious notes unless there's something it makes you think of. That's a great thing to write down. But what I'm going to show you here is exactly out of the Tavala rhythm, okay? So let's start with the daily rhythm. That's our foundation, okay? This is the foundational part here, and it's only 8 simple and fast activities every day that you're going to do, okay? The first one is to transform. We're the transformation company, right? We want to transform your body. Do that by using at least one Tavala product every day, whether it's trim, right, or the QRS. You want to use at least one of the Tavala products. I know many of us use 2, 3, and 4 of the Tavala products every day, but use at least one. Number 2, transform others. You want to share at least 2 Tavala products a day. Share 2 a day. 2 a day. We do that 5 days a week. That's one of our mantras. That's one of the cultures that we have here with Tavala. And that's what all the leaders do. So if you're looking for the magic dust or the secret sauce, I used to always think when I first got in this industry that the people that were making a bunch of money, they were doing something special. Here's the secret sauce. The leaders are sharing at least 2 samples a day. That's it, okay? And they're just sharing it more often. They're making more money because they're sharing it more often. That's the secret, and it's a consistency, okay? So transform others, share at least 2 products a day. Number 3, transform your business. Share at least 1 tool per day. What's a tool? A tool could be a video on the compensation plan. It could be a video on Tavala trim. It could be before and after pictures on trim. It could be sending one of our data sheets or information sheets on one of the products, okay? You want to be doing that share at least 1 tool per day. Use the app when possible. The app is so easy to use, and you can do it anywhere. You can be in line at the grocery store. You can be sitting in your car waiting for somebody. You can be in between commercial breaks on America's Got Talent or whatever and follow up. Right? And if you're doing 2 a day, 5 days a week, you could follow up with 10 people. It wouldn't take more than 15 to 20 minutes. How fun is that? So you want to transform your business by creating that consistency. That's part of our daily rhythm. Number 3, transform your lifestyle. Generate more income. What are you here for? What is specifically you here for? The best way to do this, probably the best way, is to connect at least 1 person that you're working with, a prospect, potential customer, whatever, with a support team member per day, at least 1. Now, what does that mean? In this industry, a lot of times you'll hear the term a 3-way call. And a 3-way call is not to put them in front of somebody else and they're going to try to close the deal. That's not it. 3-way call is we're social animals as human beings. And one of the most powerful things is for us to hear somebody else's experience and story. See, for millions of years, we passed down all of our information. The tribe would pass that down through the use of stories. And so part of our brain that has gotten the largest actually relates to stories easier than almost anything else. So when you start telling somebody a story, people stop and listen. Well, let me tell you what happened to me. And people will lean forward and tell you. So if you'll connect somebody with someone else in your support team, they could be upline, they could be downline, doesn't matter. But just say, hey, we'll call up somebody like Darlene and say, hey, Darlene, we got somebody on the phone. Tell them your experience with the trim. You have 60 seconds. That is so powerful. If you'll start doing that at least once a day, your numbers, your lifestyle is going to change. Number 5, transform your mind. Read at least 10 pages a day in a personal development book. It could be Think and Grow Rich. It could be your Bible. It could be, we're reading one right now by Steve Harvey called Jump. You know, it's been said that the only difference you'll be 5 years from today is the people you meet and the books you read. The books you read are so important. I would read 10 minutes in the morning, and I would read 10 minutes of positive personal development book right before you go to sleep, because your mind and your subconscious is going to work on that all night. Okay, so transform your mind. Number 6, transform your skills. One of the best ways to learn skills, you want to learn something, teach it. Teach it. Okay, so help one less experienced person every day, someone on your team, somebody brand new, maybe something you heard tonight. Hey, let me share the daily rhythm with you. Boom, print this out. Let's cover that. Let's cover just these 8 things with them. Just one thing that you learned. And the more you teach, the greater your skills grow. The greater your skills grow, the more money you make, the more people you help, the more money you make. Money is the side benefit of helping others, right? So develop your skill sets. Number 7, transform your list. All the top producers here have lists of people that they call, and adding at least one new name, if not 2, to your transformation list every day. What's a transformation list? A little bit different than a prospect list. Transformation list, and we covered it last week, is who do you want to help? Who can you think of? Jot down who can you think of that you could help transform their body. Who can you think of you can help transform their lifestyle? Somebody that may needs an extra 200, 400, 1,000, 2,000, whatever per month. Start thinking of like that. You know, one of the most successful people I've ever met in this industry who created a ridiculous amount of income. It was over $10 million in 6 years. All she did was add 2 people a day to her list. That was it. Now, she did it every day for 6 years, 30 days a month. She'd meet people in the grocery store, and they get to chat. Hey, you guys see you got kids? I've got 3 girls, whatever. They get to chat, and she'd pull out 2 business cards. And it didn't say what she did. Didn't have her company name or anything. Just had her name, her Facebook name, and her phone number. She was, oh, let's connect. And she'd hand them one card, her card, and on the back of the other, she goes, let's get your name and number. She never mentioned the business. They would connect on Facebook, and these people would see this wonderful lifestyle she had. She never talked about her business on her Facebook page. And they would eventually, within a couple days to a few weeks, go, what do you do? That's how she grew her business. She started with like 10 other girlfriends. And at the end of month 1, there was only 3 of them left. She was still doing it too. At the end of month 2, there was only 2 of them left. And by month 3, she was the only one who was doing it. And she did it for 6 years. Grew a tremendous business out of that. Add to your list every day. Number 8, transform socially. Now, what does that mean? Visit Tavala's Facebook and Instagram pages daily. You want to like at least 3 posts a day, okay? Make sure you go to Impact Product Experience and make sure that's one of them. We're going to share a little more detail in just a couple minutes with you, with our special guest, on what that page is all about. It's fantastic. Okay, the weekly rhythm. So we talked about the daily. Here's the weekly rhythm. This is a worldwide company rhythm, okay? So number 1 is share 2 a day, 5 days a week. That could be Monday through Friday. It could be, you know, Wednesday through, well, through Sunday. 2 a day, 5 days a week. Share samples. Samples are the easiest way to grow the business. If you don't have samples, you have to turn into a salesperson. If you have samples, you can just share product, because our products work. Number 2, watch the Tavala Nation weekly update each week on Facebook. Every Wednesday. They just came out with one today. It's fantastic. A lot of great information. Watch at least 1 training video every week. at least one training video. Again, the page, tavala.com/training. Number 4, read the weekly corporate emails. Stay connected. Stay in the middle of your business. Number 5, review how many people you've shared your product or tool with. 2 a day, 5 days a week. Are you on schedule? Maybe it's Saturday and you've only shared with 8. Maybe you got 2 more to go. But if you're tracking your numbers, you're going to know. And if you'll do this consistently, you're going to have consistent results and a consistent paycheck. Number 6, review how many new names you've added to your list. Review your new band partners, your new customers, your volume, and you're going to start learning how to do this business. And we're going to talk even more about that in our next certification, which is called Certified Leader with Tavala. And now we have a monthly rhythm. Monthly rhythm is critical. All of these are critical, but I'm going to really talk about this for just a moment. This is very important. Set up your business for predictable success by putting it on autopilot. The absolute simplest way, and one of the most empowering and the most powerful things you can do is autopilot means get yourself on an auto ship. I know the company rules are there's no requirement for that. So I'm talking, this is not the company speaking. This is the field speaking. We're all on auto ship. You've got to be a product of the product. It's just, if not, you've got to be a really good salesperson. It's so much easier for all of us to just be a product of the product and share that. Because what's happening here is you're actually establishing or a regular reoccurring monthly order, right? And what this is called, it's really called establishing culture on your team. Even if you haven't enrolled anybody yet, you want to start doing the activities that you're going to ask the people that are enrolling with you, that you are sponsoring with, under you. You want to do what you want them to do. I always say it's sort of like our kids. They pay little attention to what you say, but everything to what you do. Your downline's the same way. So if you want to establish the right culture of growing your team, of having people who are product of the product, then you've got to go first. Leaders go first. They may eat last, but leaders go first. Okay. So you want to establish that culture, and that is getting on a monthly auto ship every 4 weeks. Absolutely critical. Talk to any leader in the business here. Most of us are on a fairly substantial size order simply because we need products to keep growing the business. Okay. The other thing, part of our monthly rhythm, we talked about sharing 2 samples a day for 5 days per week. Now I want you to do it over 4 weeks. This is the rhythm that we create as an individual and as a team and as the culture on the team to grow the team. And so the first person you need to lead on your team is you. Okay? So take a few minutes tonight, read the daily, the weekly, and the monthly rhythm and commit to it. To yourself, to your business, to your family, to the reason you're doing this and part of this business. Awesome. Fantastic. Impact product experiences. This is something that I am excited. We got some guests with us tonight. We have Rose Gold Richard Schaefer. We're going to bring him out, and we're going to bring out our Vice President of Marketing, Jake Hadlock. Guys, I want you to hear this. The first time I heard about impact product experiences on Facebook, my initial reaction was, not another group. Once I understood what's happening here, I think you guys are going to catch it really quick too. Let's bring out Richard and Jake. So we'll promote them here. Richard, promote. And there's Jake, the Jakester. And who is this? I don't know if that's you. Hold on just a second, Jake. Let's see if I can grab. Must have pulled somebody else out. Didn't mean to do that. Richard, let me pull you up here. I'm not sure who this person is, so I'm going to change them back. And Rich, if you can start your video. Yep, it's already set to allow.
All right.
Cool stuff. Richard, I'm going to turn it over to you, and I'm going to leave the screen here for a minute.
Hey, fantastic. Great job, Dave. Appreciate all that you do and being able to put these video trainings together. How awesome is the Tavala rhythm? Well, part of the Tavala rhythm is, as Dave mentioned, the daily, weekly, and monthly steps. And what we're going to talk about tonight is something that I felt the same way as Dave did about Impact Product Experiences Group. We've got various teams across the company. They have their own groups for being able to share the products, testimonials, and experiences. But there's a huge piece that was missing. And Jake, who is our VP of Marketing at Tavala, Jake brings a millennial perspective to Tavala's executive team. And Jake spent a lot of time taking a look at success patterns and track records of other companies. So I'm going to introduce Jake here. Jake, welcome tonight.
Thank you.
And we appreciate what you put together with this Impact Product Experiences, but tell us how about the group, what its intent is, and why it's different than really what the field has put together, and why this is important to Tavala. And
yeah, absolutely.
As well.
Absolutely. Thanks, Richard. So Impact Product Experiences, it's really a special group that was set up by us and with a specific purpose at corporate. So that purpose was to have a go-to spot for testimonials about Tavala's incredible products and a place for you as brand partners to be able to bring your leads and prospects for them to see the incredible things happening to people at Tavala. You know, the old saying, facts tell, stories sell, or a picture is worth 1,000 words. We've created a place where every day new stories and pictures are dropped to a crowd of people liking and commenting on each new post. And those stories and pictures do all the selling for you. So other than liking and commenting on every post that shows up in the group, all you really have to do is add people to the group who you think would be interested in our products, let them see a few of these posts, and wait to see how long it takes before they ask you how they can buy. And there is the whole intent of the group, to be a recruiting machine for your businesses.
Awesome, Jake. Now, how does that become different than just, let's say, for example, myself. I go out there and I want to create a group and I start adding customers to it, and I'm adding people that I connect with. How is Impact Product Experiences, how would it be different than a group that I would put together?
Sure. And yes, leaders should have groups for their teams where team members can ask questions, give training, stay in touch, all of those kinds of things. This group does not replace your team groups. By all means, keep doing those. They are important because you can address things in that setting that we really can't as corporate. But Impact Product Experiences accomplishes something that also can't be accomplished by a team group. This is a third-party group with strict rules on how it operates that acts as a sales tool for you. It's a credible, unbiased confirmation of the reality of how well Tavala products work. So helping you build a huge business of customers who want impactful product every single month.
Awesome. And so we understand, we add people to the group then, and we understand why it's important for corporate to have something like this, and why even our own pages we can address specific questions that people have. But who approves? Who's a part of the group that approves posts that go in there, and what's the frequency of the posts that you get posted into that group?
Sure. So we have and like I mentioned before, there's a strict set of rules for how our group operates. That's actually at the pinned post at the top of the Facebook group. And how it works is any member of the group can submit a post, but each post is ultimately approved by one of a handful of moderators at Tavala. So in addition to our sales team and we've chosen a small group of top leadership at Tavala who are responsible for approving 2 posts per day on their assigned day of the week, one in the morning, one in the evening, so that every day you should see 2 new posts in the group.
Okay. Now let me ask, 2 posts a day. Why 2 posts a day? As leaders, teams start to grow, they'll have number into the thousands, 10,000s of members on their team. In groups like that, they can post maybe hundreds a day. Why 2 posts a day? What's the significance of that?
Sure, it's a good question. And this is really where the principle comes in of less is more. Because there is an industry rule that actually comes from our app partner, Sound Concepts. You know, they support all the major MLMs as well as us, where they've seen through their data that you should actually only post 1 business post for every 10 posts on social media. So why so little? Well, it's because if all you ever post about is your business, guess what happens? Everyone tunes out. System overload. It's the same principle here. It's been proven by data. Now, Facebook's algorithm also it rewards the quality of posts rather than the quantity of posts. And so the other reason for only 2 posts a day, aside from that data shows that that's the right number, is that by only having 2 posts a day, that gives each post enough time in the group to generate tons of likes and comments. And we need these posts to absolutely blow up with likes and comments and replies from you. Why? Because when something is popular, which likes and comments is how Facebook recognizes popularity, Facebook's algorithm is going to start showing it to other people more and more and more. And so it becomes a virtuous cycle. And we could allow more posts per day. I'm sure we could do 10s or 100s, but this is the proven method from what we've studied and learned through the data.
That's awesome. And at first, when we came out there to the leadership conference in May, and you were presenting this, I think for many of us, a light bulb went off, because before that, we thought this was another group, and the questions that I asked were the questions that were running through our mind. But everything that you just explained right now, I'm going to reiterate back through some of them. 2 posts a day allows then for hundreds of comments potentially to be on a single post. Whereas if 100 posts came in and 2 people only commented on each one, although that's double the amount of posts, it doesn't seem to be popular. 2 comments per post is like, well, this isn't really that, doesn't give the traction that people are interested in.
Must not be important.
Yes. So that's awesome. So less is more in that regard, so that we can all jump in and add comments as posts. So as brand partners, certified brand partners, and business builders, and leaders, when that qualification is available to apply for, why is it important for us to be able to be daily, weekly, monthly into impact product experiences and making comments? What does that do for us?
Yeah, well,
personally, that is.
Sure. No, we've hit the number of posts question, why we don't want to overload people. They tune out, and each post needs time to generate lots of likes and comments so that the posts are shown to more people, hence more prospects for you. So the group really benefits our brand partners because it does the selling for you. You don't ever have to hard sell anyone to get them to sign up with you. Most people don't like to sell or really to be sold to, but most people like to share things that are important to them or have had an impact in their life. And so all you have to do is share this group with other people, to share it with your leads and prospects to get them to the group. Let them have a look at all of the incredible posts on there from other people who have taken the products, and then they sell themselves on the product and will go to you to buy because they've seen so many other people's stories and amazing pictures from their transformations. I mean, by going there, people are seeing that, wow, something great is happening here. And so you could use this strategy alone and build a huge customer-centric business for yourself.
Awesome. Awesome, Jake. Thank you. One of the things too that I had done after you gave us some of this information, I went out and did some research on my own as well. And some of the things that I found, which go hand in hand with what you're talking about, when us as brand partners, certified brand partners, when we comment on those posts, one, our customers will see our activity in there as well, which makes them immediately see our activity and want to come back and make the purchase. Also, when we make these comments as brand partners, it's not that we're going out and saying customers, hey, you got to post here, this is what this group's about. We're not doing that, but as people want to feel part of a community. So as they see the comments coming in and congratulating, customers will naturally gravitate to do the same thing and follow the lead of those that are in the group. Now, here's one of the benefits I saw with that. With the algorithms, as you mentioned with Facebook, Facebook is straying away from promoting business pages. That's why this is in a group and it's a public group. They can see the post without joining and then request the join. So with everything visible in the group, when a customer comments, Facebook's algorithms say, hey, this customer is interested in this group. This group is popular. So the algorithm says, I'm going to put these new posts in front of the customer in their timeline. And that's how they get weighted in the timeline of a customer. So we have drip campaigns that we create ourselves through the Tavala app, and we can set somebody up to that and then assign them to a drip campaign. This is something that, as you said, Jake, automatically does it itself. Facebook's algorithms will automatically drip each post onto that person's timeline for us every single day without us having to do anything about it. And it's not like a person is going to say, I'm going to click off and shut that off and like an email campaign, I want to opt out. They can scroll past it if they don't want to see it, but they're still getting that drip every single day. Now, what are some of the statistics that you found online from other companies that were doing something similar to this?
Sure. I can share an example of a company that is a mature company just down the road from us in American Fork in Utah. And this was a company that was really struggling to get any sort of a foothold in the United States. A lot of their business was outside, and as a company that had been around for quite a while, they weren't able to get to that $1 million a month mark for their market here in the US where they were located. And, they tried everything they could possibly think of, and they incorporated a group like this. They got their leadership to buy in. They got the field to buy in, using this as a recruiting strategy for customers and really focusing on this group. Incredible posts, incredible stories shared with others, and did it in a way where it never came off as salesy or anything other than authentic. And by not changing anything else, no new products, no new system, nothing, they were able to, after starting this, and within 6 months, they were able to get to over 8 million a month in the US just from this, within 6 months of fully buying into this system. And it generated a huge number of customers that everyone was able to benefit from. And so we've actually seen firsthand a company just locally to where we're at just blow up from this kind of a strategy.
So let me see if I hear you correctly. They went from, by implementing this strategy, from 1 million a month to 8 million a month. Not 8 million over 6 months, but 8 million in a single month within 6 months.
That's correct.
Okay. Now, obviously, guys, we're not making any predictions, but this is just the example of another company. Whether we follow the same pattern or not, the success and the track record for doing it is there. So we have a pattern to be able to follow. Now, if I understand correctly, which I've done a webinar training on this with the different stages of growth in a network marketing company, 4 million a month or 50 million a year is when a company starts to see momentum, in a company. So whether that puts us into momentum or not, or the time period that this happens within, guys, we can start to see the value of using the rhythm to go into impact product experiences and comment on the experiences that you see there, the testimonials that are there. Make it a habit, make it a part of your rhythm each day to make a comment. If you miss a day, you miss a day. But as a team, as a group, as a company of brand partners, we have thousands of us available to be able to do this. Can you imagine, instead of 100 comments on a post, we have several hundred, 1,000 comments on a post? How Facebook algorithms will increase the popularity of this group for others and make it more available and more accessible for people to find in searches for weight loss, for skincare, for our strips, and the relief that people get with those. All of our products, when they're doing searches, it'll pick the keywords up that are inside of these testimonials and put that out there in front of people.
Yeah,
Okay.
and even just from the brand awareness factor as well, I mean, that's truly a thing that, the rising tide raises all boats. The more that our brand is out there as Tavala, and then people will be, oh, I know that Richard was associated with Tavala. I mean, that's truly something that it's hard to, be this tangible thing, other than the more that a brand can grow that way, the more that everyone benefits.
Absolutely. And like you said, it's not out there in front of somebody pushing a hard sale. It pops up in a search result. And how cool is that? And like you said, somebody mentions Tavala's name to them, and all of a sudden they associate it with you, with that person that brought that to them, and now they want to check it out even more. Now it's reputable. Now that brand recognition is there. Awesome, guys. So really suggest you to add this to your rhythm, add this to your daily steps. It's twice a day, guys. So put a comment out there. It takes you a couple seconds, once in the morning, once in the evening. And this is going to be something that will absolutely help you to promote your business. Thanks, Jake, for coming on the call this evening. We really appreciate you being here. And thank you for helping us to realize the value, because we didn't get it. We didn't see it at first. And so really we appreciate all that you did to explain this to us and the reasoning behind it. And we're really excited about it, I can tell you that.
Oh, happy to do it. Thanks, you guys. Appreciate it.
Fantastic, guys. You did an awesome job explaining that. I even got more in depth and more excited about what we have here. So I'd love to see this thing blow up, and it's going to, because we're all going to be part of it. So thank you both so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
absolutely. Thanks, Dave.
All right, guys. Okay, let's get back to sharing here. How awesome was that? Was that like cool? It was for me. Oh, that was fantastic. So let's do that and that. Cool stuff. So thanks so much to Richard and to Jake. Great stuff. So that you want to make this part, it's not just another group. This is something we're going to raise the tide and raise all boats with. So cool stuff. So let's get back and finish up for this evening. The requirement then to become a certified business builder. Let's make sure we're clear on that. Number one, to become a certified brand partner first. You want to complete these 4 modules. This is module 3. If you have missed the first 2, remember you can go to tavala.com/training, and they've got the first 2 of the rhythm trainings on there, and you're going to want to get caught up so you can be certified as a business builder and be one of those first 250 to get there. Number 3, you're going to want to share 2 samples a day, 5 days a week for 4 weeks. Okay, and again, that can be concurrent with the brand partner certification. Okay, so you can do that. This is what's building your daily, your weekly, and your monthly rhythm. Add to that the impact product experiences on Facebook, and you have the formula for success with Tavala. What you learn is what you teach. So your first step as the leader of your business is to make sure you're competent in these areas. Develop your daily, your weekly, your monthly rhythm so you can teach that. That's all a leader is, guys. You don't have to have all the answers. All you need to say to your brand new person is, I may not know the answer, but I'll stay with you till we both get what we came for. That's a leader. So what's your vision? Is it the certified brand partner? We're only going to recognize the first 500. How about a certified business builder? A certified leader, or a certified field trainer and presenter? Guys, it doesn't matter how far you want to take this business. We've got the certifications, and the certifications, guys, is all about teaching you the skill sets so you can grow into that leader, into that team that you want to have. Next training, next week, is module number 4 of 4. This will be putting it all together. The brand partner certification, strategy review, share, connect, guide, daily, weekly, monthly rhythm, impact product experiences. It'll be streamed live on this same link and the same Facebook group. I want to thank Jake Hadlock and Rich Schaefer for being part of the call tonight. That was fantastic. Thank all of you for taking a few minutes and investing in your business. We'll see you next week. Hope you have a fabulous rest of your day. You absolutely deserve it. Dave DeVerdinis calling in from Burlington, Vermont. We'll talk to you soon.